Hello everyone, welcome to our clay diffuser project. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to lay down a piece of parchment paper or anything, a piece of plastic, something to protect my table surface, because the clay that we're using is terracotta clay and it turns everything orange, including your hands. It does wash off easily from your hands, but I did include a pair of gloves in your kit in case you wanted to put those on to save your hands from turning orange. So, I'm going to go ahead and put my gloves on and we'll go ahead and get started. So these diffusers are great for around the house. They're also great for inside of your car, and you can make them any shape, any size you want. You can use cookie cutters, or you could use like a X-Acto knife and cut out your own unique shape, or you could just shape it by hand. So I'm just going to pinch off a hunk of clay, and then I'm going to put the rest back into the container, put the lid on so that it doesn't dry out. First thing that we're going to do is we need to knead this clay. You see my gloves turning orange already. We need to knead this clay so that we can get it to be soft and pliable. And also, if there's any air trapped into the clay, this will help release it. Next, I'm going to roll mine into a ball. And I'm going to push it down. But the next step is to roll our clay out. So I'm just doing this to help me get started. So I included these to use to roll your clay out. If you are not a fan of these, if you're not a fan of this, you can always use a rolling pin or just continue using your hand. You want it to be about 1/8 of an inch thick. Oops, it's coming back on me. It's coming back on me. That happens when you're rolling stuff out. Okay, I think this is big enough for me. And you can wash this off and reuse it. Once I get it rolled out, we're going to take this container. If you have cookie cutters, or people also use glasses for this, but I'm going to use this to cut myself a circle. Give it a little twist. So this clay that's left, I'm going to put that back into my container so that I could use it again later. I don't know if you know this, but like clay, sticky tack, you know, if you have any like crumbles or, you know, pieces, you can use it on itself to pick it up. All right. So I'm hoping that this isn't stuck in there. Gently, very gently pull this out. Whew, okay, so there we go. So at this point, you have a couple choices. You can leave it flat. You can use your stamps that those clear stamps that we included, and press a design into it. Or if you have something strange like bubble wrap. Actually, I think I have some bubble wrap. If you have some bubble wrap or a piece of lace, you can try different things to see what kind of results you get. So I have a piece of bubble wrap here. I'm going to try it and see what happens. I've never used bubble wrap for this before, but I think it'll work. So I'm gonna lay my bubble wrap on top and just give it a press. Voila. That's kind of cool. I like it. I guess I gotta throw some bubble wrap in your kits now before I mail them off. Okay, and then like, can you see that? The indentations that it made. So the last thing that we do before we let this dry is we're gonna take our straw and wherever you want the top to be, and you're just gonna poke a hole in it, and that is going to be the hole for our string, okay? So at this point, we're gonna let this dry, at least let it dry overnight. Then we'll add our string, and then I would give it another day or so before I actually use it, but